Today, we will be taking you on the journey of the Field of Lost Shoes, the story of the Battle of New Market, Virginia, and what is so special about 257 teenage cadets from the Virginia Military Institute, VMI, who successfully charged the Union lines. So come on along and let's get down to it. Now when you're riding down the road and Melissa hollers, "Look right," and says, "Stop," and you're sitting here going, "Where?" Because she don't know her right from her left.
Hey, I just saw something big.
Continue on Virginia 211 West for 3/4 of a mile.
This is supposed to be the Melrose Civil War caverns, but there's all these Civil War old houses and stuff.
My cadets who died at New Market on the 257 Virginia Military Institute cadets who fought in the Battle of New Market. 10 were either killed outright or later died of their wounds. 6 of the 10 are buried at the Lexington, Virginia.
Rolling down the road, got my sights set high. From Tennessee skies to the mountains wide, in my road trek Zion, chasing the sun. Woodallsrvnusa, living the dream, enjoying the day.
I don't know what that big old building is, though.
Hi, how are you folks doing?
Fine. Yes, ma'am. Look, we just happened to drive down the road, and I said, "Ooh, look."
Yeah.
As we walk these halls, we remember them, not for the victory, but for the sacrifice, for the bravery shown in a moment when duty called louder than fear. This is New Market, where history whispers, and where the past asks us never to forget. As the sun settles over the Shenandoah Valley, the story of New Market lingers in the quiet. These museum halls hold more than artifacts. They hold memories of courage, sacrifice, and youth interrupted by war. The cadets who marched across the Field of Lost Shoes left behind a legacy far greater than the battle itself. Their bravery echoes through time, reminding us that history is shaped not only by generals and armies, but by ordinary young lives called to extraordinary duty. Today we honor them by remembering. And as we leave this place, we carry their story with us, softly, respectfully, so it is never forgotten. While visiting the museum, there is a brief show that I encourage everyone to see called The Field of Lost Shoes. It refers to the large number of soldiers' boots left behind in the mud during the fighting, as well as the 10 VMI cadets who ultimately gave their lives in the battle. In the spring of 1864, Union General Francis Sigel marched his 10,000-man army south through the Shenandoah Valley as part of General Ulysses S. Grant's strategy to attack the Confederacy on several fronts simultaneously. To counter this threat, General John C. Breckinridge led 4,000 Confederate troops to New Market, located on the only road over Massanutten Mountain, which divides the valley and channels troops' movements. In desperate need of soldiers, Breckinridge summoned the Corps of Cadets from Virginia Military Institute. The boys marched north from Lexington to join him. On the evening of May the 14th, advanced elements of Sigel's army reached New Market, encountering Confederate General John D. Imboden's cavalry. The next morning, Breckinridge brought his full force to Shirley's Hill, 2 miles south of here. When the Federals pulled back, Breckinridge ordered a general advance with the cadets and reserve. Sigel occupied a hill north of town on Bushong's farm, where for several hours fighting swirled around the house and across an orchard and wheat field muddied by potential thunderstorms. Casualties in the Confederate center created a hole that Breckinridge reluctantly filled with the cadets. After his forces repulsed 2 final infantrymen and cavalry charges, Breckinridge ordered an attack along his entire front. The Federals retreated north in good order as the cadets overran an exposed artillery battery, capturing 1 cannon and many prisoners. Union losses totaled 841 killed, wounded, and missing, while the Confederates suffered 531 casualties, including 10 VMI cadets killed and more than 40 wounded. With Sigel's army no longer an immediate threat, Breckinridge took most of his troops east to join the defense of Richmond. And well, as you can see here at the battlefield where we were at, you can actually take a walk all the way up through, and each one of the fields and stuff is numbered with all the houses and everything that took place in the battle. And they give you a paper that will tell you exactly where you need to go to next.
Yeah.
So we're fixing to get in the van. We're fixing to ride on up the road just a little bit farther and see what we can see. Good thing about this battlefield is you can drive right along beside where all the houses and the field where the battle took place. You also get to see cannons that were left and other things that they used during the battle, including a house on the left that we will try to go into and let you see what it looked like during those days.
Because it said he had a garden and rice fields. It said as they come through his garden and his rice fields, that's probably where this was.
And that was the biggest part of the battlefield right there. We don't have to go up there.
Well, I was looking to see if there was a number on this post out here.
This was the east park.
This was for entertaining. They made some pretty cookies. This was the west parlor.
This is a day never to be forgotten.
The events on Sunday, May the 15th, 1864, changed the lives of the Bushong family forever. The battle had become to their valley. On this fateful day, had come to their farm.
This is one of the bedrooms.
So another bedroom. So they had the kids' bedrooms upstairs.
Yep, another one goes up.
I'd say it's probably because it's probably a...
Yep.
And while taking a stroll, we find 2 outbuildings, and we're going to check those out.
I think it was supposed to do something, I don't know. This would have been the working shed, all the tools.
This is why war is not cheap. Families and military suffer the biggest loss of their loved ones who die in these battles.
Union charge spread word through the 34 Massachusetts Confederates climbed the fence. So there where that fence was, they climbed that fence. The field was planted with spring wheat, which turned into a muddy bog. Right yonder's where the muddy bog was at. All that down in there.
As thunder of cannon fire faded into the heavy rain, the field of Bushong Orchard lay quiet, littered with youth and tragic sacrifice. Among the fallen rested the young VMI Cadets, boys who had stepped from the classroom directly into the battlefield. Though their charge secured a temporary Confederate victory and forced a Union retreat across the Shenandoah Valley, the victory offered little solace. Tens of thousands of lives have already been consumed by the war, and for the families of those lost at New Market, the day brought only bitter, enduring sorrow amidst a fractured nation.
The Battle of New Market was fought here Sunday morning, May the 15th, 1864. The Confederates under General J.C. Breckinridge were victorious. over the Federal's Union General Franz Sigel. The decisive instant of the battle was the heroic capture of the Federal Battery by the VMI Cadets.
You want me to nuke it?
And what you doing?
Fix you a tenderloin sandwich. Do you want me to nuke it, or do you want me to put it in a pan?
Just put it in the microwave. It'll be good that way. Well, we made it to Cracker Barrel here just right outside of Roanoke. We thought it was going to be right in Roanoke, but it's about 10 miles outside of Roanoke, which is all right because we're headed that way anyhow. And hopefully tomorrow, we're going to try to see if we can get on the Blue Ridge Parkway and go down it as far as we can go. We don't know how far we can go. They say there's some closed places on it, but I know they got detours and stuff, so we'll just have to figure out what we can do and what we can't do.
Play it by ear.
Play it by ear. That's what we always do. Ain't that what you say is play it by ear?
That's all we can do.
And you're taking that. Now that is some of those pork chops that we grilled and that you sucker bagged, right?
Yep.
And what you're fixing to do with them, you're fixing to put them in the microwave.
I'm fixing to microwave you a sandwich.
Yeah, microwave me a sandwich. And you're going to fry yours, ain't you?
No, I'm not getting a skillet out for one piece.
You could crisp it.
I'll just have whatever. I'm not going to dirty a skillet up for one piece of tenderloin. I don't think it's the right kind of buns.
You're going to use hot dog buns for the... Let me tell you, she has went the wrong way. She don't know her left from her right again.
That's because your little woman was saying.
And she almost got me all messed up.
Oh, you so full.
And I ain't never seen nothing like it. She just loves to do. She's dyslexic. I think's what it is. I'm not for sure.
Your little woman on your GPS was telling you to go left, and I was trying to tell you, and I seen a sign that said go right, and I got confused because she's telling you to go left.
And you didn't know your left from your right.
I did, but I can't help it. I repeated what she said.
And we're sitting right here in the Cracker Barrel parking lot fixing to get ready to
Johnny may die in the Cracker Barrel parking lot.
I'm not going to die in the Cracker Barrel parking lot, hopefully, the good Lord willing.
He may if Melissa kills him.
We've got a neat camper sitting outside out here. That
I'm telling you.
Everybody that's been by has stopped and looked at this thing. It is something else. I've never seen one like it. And if nothing else, in a minute, I'm going to get out and go take a picture of it so everybody can see it, because it is really neat.
All you got to do is spin around and look at it right now.
I can do that, can't I? Let me spin around and I'll show y'all what it looks like. Now look at this. If this isn't neat, this is an Army military truck that has been converted. It's got a ladder that goes up the side to it. And it is so neat. Look, it's got water. It's got everything on it. It is neater than dirt. Look at that. It's got a winch on it. Melissa said this was going to be her next RV. That way she could take and run over people that tries to run over us all the time. But it is pretty neat. I thought that would be something good to show you, just to let you see. And they've got it sort of camouflaged. It's not all the way camouflaged, but it really is neat. And they got a lift right on the back of it that they can take and let that thing come up and down with. They got their bike, they've got their spare tires. I'm sure they've probably got diesel fuel up there in those tanks. And the good thing is it's got a mini split inside of it to cool it and heat it. And I know that's a good thing right there, because I've got one at the house. Pretty neat. It's a little bit bigger than that one right there, isn't it?
Step by step, I've walked 100 miles, and I still ain't sure just what I'm trying so hard to find. The night seems longer and the wind blows louder when you wandered so far from home. If I cross your mind, say a prayer, I'll find my way and get off of this lonely road. Off of this lonely road, 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 off of this lonely road. And get off of this lonely road.